And just as I figured, because of time zones, I knew the moment that I fell asleep, they would reveal some news, of course, for SNK. I did actually stay up and watch the rest of the Garo tournament, which was actually really fun. But right after that ended and I didn't immediately see them announce anything, and I know the Fatal Fury special tournament was coming on after that, but I was tired. I was like way exhausted, so I just went to bed. I'm like, of course, I'm pretty sure there'll be some reveals while I'm sleeping. And here we are. So let's see what this is. It's just saying trailer for the latest in SNK news. I haven't seen anything. I just know this was one of the first YouTube notifications I got. Let's see what's up.
KOF 15.
Season 2, what's up? Man of the hour. For the record, even though I never really was into the whole Kim's pants meme, I actually did look at Maximilian do an early showcase for Kim, and I gotta say, they did a pretty good job on the pants right there, because he had him standing still. Plus, even Max, I think, made a comment about them. I know a lot of people might not think it's as good as KOF 13 or whatever the source of that joke was, but I thought it was alright. What's up with Kim? We've already seen this trailer. Oh, it's coming out 3 days from now. Cool. Ah, Sylvie the Menace. So I know a lot of people were concerned about how the new design that we saw in the previous trailer talking about Season 2, how it would translate to the game, and I think it translated pretty well. I even like the fact it even extends to like, when they're like on the bullhorn too, look at that. That's actually really cool. I'm not going to talk that much about Sylvie because honestly, I'm tired of talking about her. If you're new to the channel and you want to know my feelings about Sylvie, first of all, thank you for watching if you're new here. I'm glad to have you. Second of all, my thoughts, not my favorite character, but also not one that I hate so much that I think KOF is ruined like a lot of these man-children think. Because I'm sorry, I don't get that, because a lot of people took me out of context when I last talked about this. Like, oh, like you're being disingenuous by saying that you don't get why people don't like Sylvie. It's like, in the video, if you watch it, I literally said if you don't like her, it's fine. Like, if you just don't like her, it's fine. Weird characters like her are always going to be polarizing. But I'm not getting this whole thing where it's like, ooh, a character that I don't like and a character that I think nobody else like made it into KOF. The whole franchise is ruined. Like, that's man-child shit. Like, get over yourselves. You've never heard me, as much as I rag on characters like Maxima for being so boring or whatnot, and I still think he's boring. But you'll never hear me say that he doesn't have fans because his fans love to cry at me whenever I poke fun at him. And you'll never hear me say KOF was ruined because of Maxima. Maxima is too insignificant to freaking ruin anything. If somebody's gonna get pissed at me for saying that right there, don't care. But yeah, Sylvie, this freaking baby metal, freaking all types of stuff. And I know who Kyari Pamu is, but I can't think of her like where. I can't remember if she wore anything like that was more, I guess, darker or gothy, I guess. Because this is actually kind of reminding me a little bit of baby metal.
Sylvie Paula
Mio. Yep, in the summer. So they were just showing like the first in-game footage of her. Crossplay with more, well, excuse me, play with more crossplay inbound. In the spring. Open beta test. Here's hoping that goes smoothly because I heard, speaking of, I heard this. I heard the beta for Sam Show was a little bit rocky, but that's what betas are for. I really hope that the rollback here is good, and I hope like they found all the issues with the beta because I really want to play this again. I miss Sam Show. What we got next? Oh man! Oh come on! He got to roll back up. I'm laughing because, man, I know it was a casual conversation, but I really wish I would have recorded the conversation I had with a friend yesterday because I literally had said, you know, I could totally see SNK like remastering or whatever you want to call it. I could see them bringing back KOF 13. If the reports about the fact that they got a whole bunch of money dumped into their pocket by their new owners and it was a whole boatload of money and everything, and seeing how SNK wants to like really like propel themselves into like, I guess, want to be as big as their competitors and everything and all that, it must have been a huge sum of money. And I had said I could see them bringing back KOF 13 because the biggest thing when it came to the game was the cost of everything. And there, and then here we are. Oh my God. And for those of you that are new here, if I haven't already said it, I'm not sure if I did, but thank you for watching. I'm glad to have you. Second of all, if you're wondering what my thoughts about KOF 13 are, I like the game. Don't get it twisted. I like the game, but I don't like the ridiculous worship of it, honestly. Like, it's not really the game's fault, but especially when people were doing the combo trials en route to KOF 15's release, that did a lot more hurt than help KOF 13. Even KOF 15, honestly, because people would look at like these combo trials and it's like, oh my God, I gotta do this. And especially if it's somebody doing Ash Crimson's trials, which are the hardest ones in the game. Like, that more than likely scared away a lot of new players. Because some people are thinking, like, if they can't do these freaking drive cancels and everything, oh, I'm not going to be able to do it, and the game just seems ridiculously hard. Again, that's not really the game's fault. It's just the way people went about that mess was just, I don't know, that kind of did more harm, honestly. Also, a lot of people keep talking about like, oh my goodness, the art style was so untouchable. Me personally, not not all the way. Not for me, honestly. My biggest nitpick when it came to KOF 13, and I do have a bias for this, honestly, are some of the sprites. Because a lot of my favorite characters had really just, ugh. Because I made Mai in this game, and I didn't like Mai's head, honestly. She literally swallowed a pineapple whole. And Yuri's sprite, oh my God, I hate this mess so much. I hate this. I made 2/3 of the freaking Women Fighters team. But everybody else's stuff looked alright, except for, I guess, the Venom brothers, Ralph and Clark, but I mean... But yeah, the backgrounds in this game, perfect. I love the UI. I love, like, the effects on the attacks in this game are actually really good, too. That was like, ooh. I think, honestly, no other KOF can touch this game when it comes to, like, visual effects on the attacks. I don't think any other game has really touched it. Not one, I don't think. I like what they did with 15 in some aspects, but they had a couple of characters that have attacks that could have used more polish. But there you go. But this is pretty huge. And on top of that, also, now that I just remembered when I was talking with said friend yesterday, I had said, look at how every single KOF that is considered amongst the best has gotten a remaster over the past while or so. 2002 got it, 98 got it, and of course now, we got 13. Man, this freaking trailer's putting a very ridiculous emphasis on flashy. Ooh, global match. Ooh. Ah, oh yes, this is what I was waiting for. This is what I was waiting for. Ah, Joe got well. Oh, it's like a lighter version of. Furiously in development. Okay, so it's a different image. Wait a minute. Oh my God, it's... I know Emily is happy. I know Emily is happy. That's like, that's the one friend I know that has been begging for old Ginnets to come back, and
懺悔の時間はおしまいです。
we got him.
KO at 15.
Aww.
身の程を知りなさい。
Yep. Yep. Just as I figured. Free update. Let's go. So in between Sylvie and Naj. Okay. So, nice little batch of news there from SNK. I actually like that. I was really hoping we would see some in-game footage of the new Fatal Fury, but I guess not now. Perhaps Evo. I mean, we got we got Evo still coming up, so hopefully sometime there. Probably waiting for the grandest stage of them all to do like a big reveal like that. Makes sense. But yeah, KOF 13 making a comeback is definitely going to be something huge. Probably the most hype announcement from every single thing in this news segment here. In the case of KOF 15, I do think Sylvie's design translated well into the game. Can't wait to see her in action. And Ginnets, I can't wait. Like another... Why is it like, this is the second time in a row, like I get the whole concept, and now that I think about it, they really didn't specify if he was going to be like a boss character, but I think he might be. I think they were just revealing him for the time being, because it seemed like they were... I actually thought they were going to leave us on a cliffhanger at the end. They were just going to show us like, hey, here's Ginnets, but like, that's it. Just know in KOF 15 we got Ginnets. I thought they were going to throw us a cliffhanger. But again, why is it like, it's so crazy with Rugal and Ginnets, characters that we haven't seen in a while. They weren't in 14, so we can't have... It's the freebies, man, that they're giving us. Is like, those are the ones that they're building like from the ground up, because we haven't seen them in 14. They weren't in 14. Oh, this is kind of funny. It's kind of cool too. And I definitely can't wait for Naj. That's the character that, so far, when it comes to the most revealed characters, that I'm the most hyped for. Ginnets is cool with me. My favorite thing about Ginnets was just his take on the true 8 maidens, as he calls it. I can't wait to see how it looks in game if they give that to him. I can't wait to see, because that slam at the end was always the coolest thing for me. I already did a video talking about who I think the last 2 characters are. I do think the autumn character is Duolon, and I do think the winter character will be Hinako. I know there was a leak out there, but y'all know me, I don't look at those, and thankfully I have not accidentally stumbled into any of that. Y'all need to stop. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. But anyways, that's all I got for this one here. I've jabbered enough. What do you all think about these updates? What's got you the most hype? Let me know in the comments, and until next time, I am Chrysalid, signing off. You all take care of yourselves, be safe out there. See ya.